Hello. I worked up some designs and got them printed onto wrap vinyl. I have a selection of guitars onto which to apply them, but I've never done this before. In this episode, we'll be transforming a black Squier 40th anniversary Telecaster into a tri-burst. We're going to make a load of mistakes doing it. But hey, we're on a learning curve. We're going to have fun doing it. Quite nice is if it had a burst. So what if we stuck this piece of vinyl, which is something that I've worked up myself, printed onto car wrap vinyl. It's a genuine photograph of a piece of alder, and then I've done a tri-burst, so just a very slight red perimeter and then the black perimeter. So the idea is, when I apply this to this guitar, the black edge will join up. We'll see how it goes. The first stage is to disassemble. Let's get into it. So the bridge screws are in really tight. I'm in two minds about whether to take the bridge off now. I feel like when the vinyl goes on, I could cut it really tight round the bridge plate, because if I take the bridge off, the vinyl's going to go under. And then when I put the bridge back down, it's is it going to make a difference to the sound of the guitar? Who knows? I don't want to damage these. I don't want to chew these screws up any more than I already have done. This one here is looking pretty bad, and they're really, really tight. And I don't. Oh, maybe it's just that end one. Okay, I'm going to take it off. I guess with guitars like this, you start to find out, when you take it apart, you start to find out where the money was saved. And yeah, the quality of the metal on these screws is not top class. I've half a mind to replace these when I put the guitar back together, because I'm a little bit scared now in terms of the heads of these screws starting to strip. I'm not going to desolder anything. What I'm going to do is work around this, and I'll explain how in a minute. Same with the bridge. Let's bring this into position. So when this goes on, if I took everything off, it would be dead easy. I just lay it on and go for it. Peel it and, you know, squeegee it on. Got my squeegee here. My little tool set that I bought the other day off a well-known online retailer. So this is the kind of squeegee thing that you would use, and it's got a kind of felt, fuzzy substance on the end, so it doesn't foul up the vinyl print in any way. So I think I'll try and keep everything as in its place as I possibly can. But I think what I'll do is when I'm going to lay the vinyl, I will make some incisions in the vinyl here, and I'll cut some kind of area out under this, just so that I can basically feed these through the vinyl. This might be a terrible idea, and of course I'm going to have to leave the grounding wire area open as well, to allow that to make contact with the bridge plate. Otherwise I will have an unearthed guitar and it will buzz and it will be annoying. What I have to do now is clean this body. Now, the advice always is use isopropyl alcohol to clean these before you put vinyl on them. I don't have any isopropyl alcohol, so I'm going to have to improvise. I'll see what I've got and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back with, well, the only thing I could find that gets rid of grease is some sugar soap. So I'll try a little bit of that on some paper. I also have some decaf. And some Sprite. Now, sugar soap is nasty stuff. It's quite caustic, so I really should be wearing gloves, but I'm not. It doesn't make me more manly, it just makes me more stupid. However, desperate times call for desperate people. One thing I suppose to bear in mind is that the area that's going to be under the pick guard doesn't really matter either, because, well, it's under the pick guard. But let's just do a thorough job anyway, and see where we get to. Right, so now we're at the nervy part of proceedings, because I now actually have to apply the vinyl. So the first thing I think I want to do is maybe create a bit of space here. So I'm just trying to think, how much leeway do I want to give myself around here, because I'm going to have to probably stop it. You know, if we look at the edge, you know, I probably want to stop this, you know, just over the edge of the guitar, but just probably at the level of the jack. Left-handed scissors, folks, they do exist, and I'm very happy that they do. I think that should be all right. Yeah. There's the bridge. There. Like this. And then like that a bit. I want to. Right, okay, I may have made a little mark on the pickup. This is the stressful bit. I'm not very bright when it comes to stuff like this. Right, there's the knobs. Let's go one there. And then in between. And then there's the other knob. There's the switch. Okay. So I should be able to join them up. Hopefully I've got some leeway with this, because, you know, the plate itself is quite big. So hopefully that's all right. And what you really don't want is any of this stuff underneath, because all that's going to happen is you're going to end up with lumps. You'll end up with something that will just annoy you. As I say, you know, not that I've done this before, but I have hung wallpaper, and I know through bitter experience that if you don't prep the wall properly before you hang the paper, if you don't have a nice smooth wall to begin with, you're going to end up with lumps, and it's going to be really annoying and upsetting. If you've got the pick guard on and that's showing, then you know it's not in the right place. You know, that has to sit over the top. That, you know, that it's basically going to look like that. right? And there's the edge of the guitar coming up here, right? So that has to hit its mark as much as that does. This end, yeah, I mean, it all has to hit its mark really, doesn't it? There's no easy way. I mean, it's easy enough, it's just when it's the first time, and this is why I'm doing this, that, you know, I want you guys to see, you know, what a first attempt might look like. So let's just get the controls and the bridge through, and then see where we're at. Okay. There we are. Okay, that's that. Bridge. Okay, I'm gonna need a bigger hole. I've not cut it properly, for one thing. I suppose the other question one might ask is, if you do cut too far, can you marry it up and make it look alright? Make it look like, you know, basically hide the join? Can you do invisible repairs? The answer to that is, I guess we'll find out if that situation comes to pass, especially with this bridge. There it is. So the issue here is there enough space to get it through? Because it's not just the height, it's not just the length and width of the bridge, it's the pickup as well. Oh, I think we're onto something here. Yes, there we go. You know, you've got to try, sometimes you've got to try things, you know, you look at a project and you think, yeah, that looks okay. That looks doable. And then you actually get into it and you think, why did I think that this was okay? You know, what kind of idiot am I exactly for attempting this? Now, he nervously said, it's time to actually stick this thing down. I think I'll only need the hairdryer for the edges, but let's get the thing started and then see where we get to. Ooh. Okay. So that's the backing. So you can see it's completely opaque. It's like a grey substrate that it's on. So it's purported to be completely opaque, or as completely opaque as you can get. So yeah, that's quite interesting. And the backing paper is it's like a greaseproof type. Feels kind of plasticky stuff. So we need to get ourselves lined up here before we start sticking anything. How are we doing under here? Are we still free of any foreign matter? Just check. Okay. So, you come out of the way. So I need to get enough of this. So I suppose if we're far enough up, yeah. So I can now cut a snip in this. Which means I can get past that, at the very least, past the wires in the control cavity. Now, I need to be a bit more courageous and start laying this at some point. Let's just come on now, let's just get you lined up. That's interesting. Okay. Where's my little guy? My little squeegee. Just get the, oh, found something already. Foreign body. The good thing about this is you can lift it. What's under here? What's causing that? The problem, of course, is once whatever it is stuck to the vinyl, you're screwed. Hold on, I need to put my glasses on here to see what the problem is. What am I going to get into this with? Let's take the blade and see what it is. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that on mic, there's definitely something stuck. I've got shaky hands at the best of times. It's a little shard of metal off one of those bloody screws. I think that was it. Did I get it? I think so. See if I can get this down now. Come on. Okay. Stage one, okay. It's an interesting kind of tack this stuff has, because it's not like it's not a traditional kind of sticky. And do you remember what I was saying about having to do invisible repairs? Well, I have gone miles off. The control panel. Look, that's the control panel there, and I'm up here. Measure twice, cut once. Well, I mean, in this case, there's no more cutting to be done. It's just I've made an arse of that, and that's all there is to it. So you know, this job is not going to be perfect. Do you know what? It's the kind of thing that you're from 10 feet away, you're not going to see it, because the whole point of this is it's a 10 feet away kind of thing. It's not, you know, this stuff does not bear close inspection anyway. It's not designed to, you know, when you put it on cars, you know, it's designed for you to admire the car from a distance. You know, it's like an impressionist painting. It makes sense when you look at it from far away. Right, where are we at now? So I think I need to do a little cut through here, making sure I don't actually cut through any wires while I'm doing it, or any more of the vinyl. Right, better, well, for a given amount. In any case, let's get this through here. Okay, right, I think we're past the really tricky bit, but I need to start pressing more of this down now. Whoa. You really need to be careful with creases and stuff. I do hope. Well, yeah, the bridge plate should cover all of that, because that's where the strings come through there. See, I'll just make those impressions, and that's the screw holes for the bridge plate. So I think we're okay with that. Now, need you guys out the way so I can do this bit. Yeah, I really dropped the ball with this. I really did. Let's come up a bit more. All right, okay. Right, you guys are going to have to end your beautiful friendship. Because I need you over here. Because I want to do this bit now. This bit here in between the bridge and the control plate. Apparently some people do these vinyls, like they lay them down with a credit card. And when you get into these tricky parts here, I can kind of see why. How are we doing at this end? Come on. Come on. I'm getting some really bad wrinkles here, just where everything's all joining back up again. Just seems to be a bit of a tight area. Now, yeah. Something under here now. Oh no, it's just a screw hole, right. So this area here giving me a problem now. Just trying to see where this is going to go. Yeah, that's going to be exposed, so I can't leave that like that. I need to sort this somehow. There's some bits here I'm just not going to be able to save. Just they're gonna wrinkle, and that's just going to be the end of it, because they're already stretched out. Anyway, let's just try and get up to the end of the body here. Make a clean job of this. The neck pocket is just under here, so we're going to end up with some issues. Right, where are we? Do you know what? Most of that might actually be hidden by the pick guard. A little something under there, but do you know what? It's going under the pick guard, so I'm not bothered by that. Tell you what, overall, I've seen worse. Just a little tiny issue here. Flatten out. Fold it over on itself here. I'll probably speed this section up because what I'm going to have to do is work my way round, stretching and sticking, and then cut out all the sections that I need to cut out. Okay, so that's the edge pretty much stuck down. So what I'm going to do is put these back in their proper spot just now. So that's the little injury there. So it kind of looks like, if this was painted, you know, it looks like a hair in the varnish or something like that. You know, in the clear coat. So I'm going to cut out the neck pickup cavity. And let's do the heel pocket, or neck pocket rather. Now apparently the knack to doing the edges is to just run round real, you know, gentle like, but swift and sure and direct. I mean, let's give it a go. I'm going to have to start somewhere, so I think I'll start with the tricky bit. That's the real tricky part, this. Well, let's see how I've done so far. There apparently is a product you can buy, and it's I think, is it knife tape it's called or something like that, and it's supposed to go you apply it to the body round the edge first, and then once you've stuck your vinyl down, you lift the tape and it comes off, and it cuts the thing off. I don't know about that, but I'll tell you what, this seems to be working. I don't know what kind of impression I might have left in the finish of the guitar. Hopefully none. But do you know what? See, even if I have, the whole point of this exercise is we're dressing up cheap guitars. We're dressing up guitars that you know, might already have blemishes in its finish already. So, you know, we're not that bothered. Anything we do is likely to be an improvement. That is the whole point of this here exercise, is to make something that's maybe, you know, lost its mojo, give it some mojo back. Right, where have we got to here? So I've got in as far as that. So it's just this ever so tricky bit here. I still need to do. There. And all nice. One more bit here. There we are. Now, I have to say that was a bit of a sweat. I really was sweating at one stage with that, but I tell you what, I'm going to have a look through the camera, see how that looks. It's a funny thing through the camera. It does look a bit pink, but do you know what? I think that's not half bad. There's, you know, you can see there's a few little blemishes, you know, and let's put the pick card on and see how we're doing. Well, do you know what? Do you know what? I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. That's all right. That's pretty good. And it's, you know, it's got the wood grain. Here's the edge. Now, yes, it's rough. Yes, it's rough around the edge. No, it's not the best job in the world. I'll tell you what though. See for a first timer. See for a first timer. I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that. All this here, that's all like finger smudges and stuff. I'll clean that off. But do you know what? I think that's all right. Overall, I mean, you know, there's other bits I would change, yes. But overall, I'm okay with that.